Right now at noon, we have some new video after a house fire in Springdale sent one firefighter to the hospital Sunday night. Multiple crews responded to a home on Santa Clara Avenue just before 11 after reports of a fire. The Springdale Fire Department says the fire likely started in a chimney flue and spread quickly because of strong winds. One firefighter was treated for minor injuries and has been released from the hospital. The fire department has not said how many people were inside the home or if any nearby houses were affected. We'll continue to cover the story on air and on our website as more information becomes available. Well, developing today, the Arkansas Department of Corrections has confirmed the death of Christopher Seager. He was serving a sentence for the 1986 murder of 4-year-old Barbie Thompson in Fayetteville. A jury convicted him of abducting her near the U of A campus before sexually assaulting and killing her. He was serving a life sentence for the crime at the time of his death. According to prison officials, he died of natural causes, but no other information was provided. Well, today, a Bella Vista man accused of murdering his wife appeared in court. Terry Rodeker was arrested on a capital murder charge in February for the death of 80-year-old Barbara Rodeker. This is video from his court appearance last month. He also faces 2 counts of animal cruelty. Police say they found Barbara dead in the couple's home, along with 2 severely injured dogs. A court document says officers also found Rodeker in the garage with what appeared to be self-inflicted injuries. We'll continue to cover this as more information becomes available. We're learning more about a stabbing in Fort Smith over the weekend. Fort Smith police say one person was injured and a suspect is now in custody. Police say the stabbing happened about 8 Saturday night in the 1700 block of Carthage Street. A woman was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police arrested 32-year-old Benjamin Moody of Eufaula, Oklahoma. They say the investigation is ongoing. Well, the National Transportation Safety Board has released a preliminary report in its investigation into the deadly Beaver Lake plane crash. Kim Sweet died after his single-engine plane crashed into the lake on February 26th. Investigators say the aircraft was an experimental plane and had not been flown in more than 2 years. The report also says Sweet performed maintenance on the plane before taking off. He was planning to move it from Ozark Aerodrome to Springdale Municipal Airport. The NTSB says the wreckage has been recovered and will be examined. Well, the antitrust trial involving Live Nation is set to resume today with more witness testimony. During a hearing Friday, a judge said several states dropped their request for a mistrial after settlement talks with the U.S. Department of Justice. Some states say they've reached similar settlement terms with the company. The update comes as Live Nation plans a new entertainment venue in Bentonville. Well, CBS News correspondent Olivia Rinaldi has more on Iran.
Rescue workers with the Iranian Red Crescent carried survivors away from the rubble on stretchers after an airstrike in Tehran Monday. This aid worker says the area is residential, while video showed a child's doll in the debris. The Israeli military says it's also planning to expand ground attacks in Lebanon against Iran-backed Hezbollah. In Dubai, an Iranian drone hit a fuel tank near the city's busy airport, suspending flights. And in Tel Aviv, sirens sounded, sending residents into shelters.
President Trump says he's communicating with other nations about lending help to reopen the Strait of Hormuz so that oil shipping can resume.
A retired Navy admiral tells CBS News it will take a couple of weeks to get ships in place.
Forcing Iran to not control the Straits of Hormuz is in all Western countries' interest. And Iran has been a bad actor regime.
President Trump says Iran has been talking about negotiating, but the country's foreign minister is denying it.
We never asked for a ceasefire, and we have never asked even for negotiation. We are ready to defend ourselves as long as it takes.
The Defense Department has released the names of 6 U.S. service members killed last week in a fuel tanker crash in western Iraq, among the 13 service members killed since the war started. Olivia Rinaldi, CBS News, the White House.
Well, the war with Iran is continuing to cause gas prices to skyrocket in our area. According to Gas Buddy, over the weekend, average gas prices in Rogers saw a small decline of 1 cent from $3.03 to $3.02. Fort Smith stayed steady at the $3 mark through the weekend, and Clarksville saw an increase of 7 cents up to a $3.19 average. Well, the next phase of the Northern Springdale Bypass project is moving closer to completion. The project includes a new 4-lane divided highway. The second phase of the bypass, a 6.2-mile segment between Highway 412 and Arkansas 112, is currently under construction. The bypass will eventually run from west of Taneytown to just west of Beaver Lake.
Springdale Bypass is moving along very well. The second phase of it, we're extremely happy about that. It's been going on for a couple of years now. We hit a few snags early in the project, put us behind, but we were able to catch up. The contractor was, and thankfully, we expect the second phase of the Springdale Bypass to be finished in late August, early September.
Phase 3 of the project, which will connect the bypass to I-49, could see movement early next year. Well, Fort Smith Little Theater has completed renovations to its auditorium. Through donations from the Arvest Foundation and showgoers alike, the renovations include all new carpet, fresh paint, and new theater seats. To help with funding, the theater offered seat sponsorships where yours or the name of an honoree would be engraved on a plaque that was fixed to the back of the new seats.
And so this has been kind of ongoing for a couple of years, planning and preparing and sorting out carpet detail, what type of seats, how it's going to be shipped, how we're going to ship the old seats, what's going to happen to the old seats. So it's been about 2 years in the making of just planning on our part.
All of the original seats were rehomed to a startup theater in Oklahoma and to Northside High School. Well, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, and we're going to take a look at some local celebrations happening this week. In Fayetteville, Mount Sequoia will host an Irish buffet feast that'll be tomorrow starting at 5:30. In Bentonville, Falfuria's Rooftop Lounge will host a happy hour event with cocktails and Irish-inspired specials. That starts at 4 tomorrow. You can find a full list of local St. Patrick's Day events on our website. Just text the word Patty to the number you see on your screen, and we will send you back a link to our list.